Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Happy Bank Holiday Monday and welcome to May. It's the month of May. Can you believe it? We're nearly halfway through the year. I don't know how this has happened. I feel like I'm in a parallel universe in some way. Because has anybody else noticed just how quickly the month of April went? It's just shot by, didn't it? So good morning to everyone who's able to join me today live. And if you can't make it live and you're watching the replay, then hello. And I just want to point out as well, if I don't say hello to you, then it means you're watching the replay. Yes, it does. Because a lovely lady last week was very upset I didn't say hello to her. She was commenting away and saying hi, and she thought I was being really mean and just ignoring her. And the fact is, if I'm not saying hello to you and I'm not seeing you, it means I'm not live anymore. And it can look like the person's still live, you know, on the replay. It looks real, doesn't it? That's the metaverse for you. So anyway, to my darling viewers who are live with me this morning, hello to Anne McGarry, to Margarita Jeffries, to Sandra Yaskiel, to Cindy O'Shea, to Nancy Zimmerman, to Laurie Fantasia, who has brought me stars this morning, and I'm very grateful. I'm always very grateful. You see a stars icon in the bottom of the screen, and whether you're live or in replay, you can still send me stars. Best time to do it is now, because you won't miss anything, because I'm just blabbering on, saying hello to everyone and catching up with you all. And stars are 1 cent, so you can send as many or as few as you like, but they support me and this page and all the things we do here. So I do appreciate your support very much. And it's Tatty Moo is with me, and Susan Clark as well. Right, let me just go back to the end. And thank you for the stars, Andrea McSkimming. You are a darling. And Julie Hans is here. Good morning to you, Rainbow Lady. They changed some things, Laurie's saying, where they still say you are live. It's goofy. No wonder. Poor Dana, she was like, you don't love me anymore. And commenting and saying hi, and you just ignored me. And I was like, I didn't. So, yeah, I'm glad I pointed that out. If it says I'm live and I'm not saying hello to you, it's because I'm not live, and Facebook are just telling fibs. Good morning, Anne McGarry and Jennifer Sylvia and Lorraine Robinson. Linda Smith, good morning to you. And Susan Joyce. It's a long time since you've caught me live, Susan, which is wonderful that you can. Kay Woods is watching Enjoy Cook. And Susie Boots. And I am feeling so much better. Thank you, Andrea. Can you tell? Oh, woke up this morning. I thought I actually feel a little bit normal. How weird is that? It's nice to be normal, though. Megan Brown is watching as well. So how are you all doing? Now, today in the UK, it is a bank holiday. Yes, it means the banks are closed. And it means that everybody, unless you work in retail or for a mean employer, that you get to have a day off in the UK. So I think because the weather is quite nice, I think lots of people are off doing nice things today. So if you can't join me live, I understand that you went off and you did something lovely. But hopefully you can come back and watch the replay and it'll still say I'm live and you'll think I'm there live. Good morning to Sarah Bolchin. Julie's saying, what is normal? Actually don't know. That, to be quite frank with you, I don't know what normal is anymore. Good morning, Nina Evans. Robin Steele, good morning. You think you're going to tell your boss you're in the UK today? I think you should become an honorary Brit today, Laurie. Breda Murphy's here, good morning. So we're going to have an Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty card for the week as well, I think. I think we should. And do you know what I forgot to say last week? Because I was not with it, completely with it, I forgot to say happy birthday to all the Tauruses. Because my lovely Taurians, I love a good Taurus. I love a little bull. So where are my Tauruses? Say hi in the comments. My daughter's a Taurus, my mum is a Taurus. My auntie is a Taurus. Very creative people, especially in the kitchen. So this morning, my daughter made me high protein pancakes with maple syrup and bacon, and they were all fluffy and lovely, and they were only 350 calories. Oh, the bacon was all crispy because she did it in the oven. It was gorgeous. I heard her whisking when I came downstairs, and I was going, what are you doing? She said, I'm making you breakfast. And she's just such a good cook, and she's such a good daughter as well. So I'm very blessed. So before we get on to the interactive messages, I'll just say a couple more good mornings to Fiona White and Christina Cunard. And we'll get on to the weekly messages. So we're going to start with the first half of the week. Good morning, Diane Reed. And this is our message from the angels. Where is my angel tarot box lid? Let me just show you this because I know you like to see which cards I'm using. This is authored by Bradley Valentine. Beautiful soul. So the first half of the week, what have we got? We've got release. So what are you releasing? It's time to let go of something. Now, you might be very happy to let go of something. We've just had the new moon solar eclipse. And new moons always usher in new beginnings. And solar eclipses turbocharge those new beginnings. But to have new things, we've got to let go of the old stuff. Otherwise, we look like those super hoarders, don't we? Have you seen those hoarding programs where people are, they're literally being suffocated by the amount of newspapers they've collected over the last 30 years? We don't want to do that. We don't want to be super hoarders. We want to be Marie Kondo. We want to spark our inner joy and only keep the things in our lives that are doing that for us. So you might be feeling a little bit like, I know I want a new beginning, but I know I need to carve out space for that new beginning, but I'm also a little bit reluctant to let go of whatever it is that needs to leave my life, or whatever space I need to open up. But you've got Archangel Azrael taking care of proceedings, and he's the most beautiful archangel because he's said to take us over the bridge to, the light, to the place where we came from. And he's so comforting and gentle and beautiful. And he does this not just in terms of our ascension to the stars, to the heavens, but he also does this in terms of helping us to let go of the things, release the things that have died away in our lives and what we need. So yeah, it's all about that decluttering of your life, isn't it? What fully needs to leave, what needs to be welcomed in. I'm feeling the new beginnings, and nothing's happened just yet, but I'm just feeling like I want to clear a space, like I want new things to come in. I'm interested to see what happens between now and Wednesday/Thursday. Do keep me posted, loves, because I have found that so many of you give me feedback about these weekly messages, and you go, oh yeah, you were spot on, this happened. And sometimes literally, like the minute we go off air, something will happen immediately. Somebody will go and look at their emails and they'll go, oh my goodness, this happened. So I love to hear, my love. So private message me or share in the group, in the comments, what's going on for you when it comes to releasing things. Laurie's been condoing all weekend and your body's not happy. Do you know, I wish that I'd had the energy to do that, but it didn't happen here. But you never know. So well done you. Julie needs Marie Kondo in your house. I think we all need a bit of Marie Kondo, don't we? And Laurie's saying that's a stalker card. So, in the card follows you round, certain cards keep coming up for us over and over, don't they? You've been getting this as a stalker. Well, let's see. It's obviously, when the card shows up, when a certain card keeps showing up all the time, it's very insistent. It's got an urgent message for you. So there you go, look, Laurie. You're obviously heeding the call because you've been decluttering. Good morning to Ali, and to Jill, and to Paul O'Rourke. Thank you for the stars, Marianne. Good morning to you, my love. Lisa Hopper, Samar, Darja, Leanne, and Elizabeth, Jane, and Diane Reed are all watching me as well. Good morning to you. So the second part of the week is indecision. This is the battle between the higher self and the ego, the head and the heart. Do I go left? Do I go right? So there may be something that has been asking you to let go of it. And you might be tussling with that. You might be going, oh, I don't want to. I want to hold on for dear life. I want to. I'm still not sure whether I'm ready, to do that. And these two unicorns will be battling it out, and your higher self and your intuition will always win through. So this can also be you having a debate with somebody later on in the week, over the weekend. It could be you coming up against some kind of person who disagrees with you. You could be disagreeing with yourself, and that's where the tussle comes, where you're thinking, I don't know which way to go. So twos are always about getting into a place of understanding. But first we have to go through that whole kind of, I'm just going to do a mind map, I'm just going to put it all out there and really sift through the information. Maybe somebody's disagreeing with you and you're having to try and come to some kind of conclusion about this. Maybe you're butting heads with somebody, and you've got to think about, do I stay here and stand my ground, or do I just try to reach some kind of negotiation, some agreement? Do I back down? Do I give way in some way? Because it's all about battles and wars, isn't it? So this seems to be a week where we're almost having to come to a place of acceptance around something. It's a big week because we're starting off with this release card, which is a Major Arcana card. Major Arcana is the great mystery. The mystery being revealed, and it's how accepting we are of that. And the more that you accept and you let go, the easier the transition will be this week. Now, I've drawn a couple of extra cards for us to help us to understand a little bit more about what's going on this week. So this comes from my Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty deck. I always like to draw you a card from this deck. Just my first proper Oracle deck, that one. And the message is, share a space, reach an audience. It's like a shared vision. Now, I feel like this is fitting in with these other cards because it's saying to you, all these people are watching and waiting for your next move. And if you don't let go of something, or if you stay stuck in this indecisive mode, you're keeping everyone waiting. So I feel like the change is the progress, or the progression, is all about you being able to connect with these people, to be able to reach your tribe, to connect with your tribe, to share a space with people who have the same vision as you. But the longer that you ruminate over this and you say, no, I'm not letting go, I'm hanging on, I won't make a decision, I won't make a choice, the longer you're going to keep these little guys waiting. And they look fun, they look really cute, don't they? I love these guys. I have to let you into a secret. When I originally designed this particular card, it was just these, it was like a coral reef. And then I was looking at it thinking, it has no energy, it has no personality. And then I thought, I wonder if I drew eyes on these little pieces of coral, whether it would bring it to life. And I did one little face and I thought, oh, I'm really loving this. So I started to draw them all in with my acrylic pen, and this is what it turned into. So it is about you saying, what else can I do to bring me closer to connecting with my tribe? And sometimes it's that discomfort, because this is about the discomfort that comes from letting go, from making the choice, from truly being disconnected from something. It's like, no, I want to hang on to it for dear life. And it's important that you really trust your intuition. There's a lot of trust going on here, and it's hard for us to trust, isn't it? But we've got to hold the vision in our minds and really stay with that vision. So Laurie thought that they were little figs. They do look like figs with the colour of them, don't they? But yeah, they were meant to be underwater. Can you see that's meant to be the seaweed? But I like they will forever be the little figs card now that you said that. I do love that card too, Jill. It's one of my favourites in the deck. And that came out for you in the new moon eclipse reading that you did for yourself. That's brilliant. Good morning to Mona Peoples, to Christine Pierce, to Deb Shipley, to Sarah Brown, to Marcia Cognazzi. Steph Annie is watching. Elaine Sagar's in the house as well. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to Caramac Swirl. Oh, you're making me hungry. I do love Caramac chocolate. For those of you who don't have Caramac, it's like a caramel flavoured chocolate. It's gorgeous. Stephanie Faru is here as well. Sea figs, absolutely. So we're also, because I launched the little deck of spirit animals last week. We're going to have a spirit animal of the week every week. Yes, how exciting is this? This is a new feature. So who's the spirit animal of the week? I have no idea, and I'm excited to see. It's the pig. Oh, I love the pig. The pig is the number 29, and when you add 2 and 9 together, you get 11, which is a manifestation of wishes, manifesting energy. So, you know, after this new moon eclipse, anything is possible. And it says, seeking out opportunities, abundance, and having all the resources you need, a time of wealth, strength, and good health. So, let go and let God. Trust that you will always be supplied for now and every day forward. And the pig is a great animal for sniffing out things. It's got really fantastic sense of smell. That they hunt for truffles. And they always know where to find the resources they need because they've got to feed all the time. They are all about being in the moment, the beautiful pig. They don't care what other people think of them. They just live in their lives. And when you do that, that's when you attract all the good things because you're vibrating at a high wavelength and you're attracting goodness. So thank you, Piggy, for your gorgeous little snout coming into our lives today. Isn't that lovely? His colours match the colours on this card as well this morning. There is no such thing as a coincidence. And I do draw these randomly and put them out, and I never know what I've drawn. So honestly, don't sit and, try to pull out cards so that they all match in. But I feel like these faces are looking at us going, what are you going to do? What are you doing? Stop holding on to that old stuff because we're all waiting to meet you. And I like the look of our little sea figs and our pig. I think that we go really well with them. So let go. Don't hold on. Don't be in stalemate. Because stalemate is being stale, and we don't want to be stale. Stale's not a good place to be, is it? All right, thank you for the stars, Deb Shipley. That's so kind of you. Linda Wallace is watching, and Colleen Ann has just dropped in. Good morning, ladies. Good morning to Magdalene Lewis as well. And Jill is saying they remind you of the oysters in the poem The Walrus and the Carpenter. The time has come, the walrus said, to speak of many things. And is it shoes and ships and sealing wax and cabbages and kings? I think it's something like that, isn't it? I love that poem. Is that Lewis Carroll? Anyway, let's get on to our interactive messages. So we have number 1, we have number 2, and we have number 3. So let us get your messages for the week. And we are going to use... Oh, I love the fact that I can use all my own decks for our readings. Isn't this so exciting? Using the Angels and Chakras deck for the little blue card. And I am using the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck for the second card. It's the Queen of the Moon by Stacey DeMarco. One day I'll be able to afford to have silver and gold leaf on my card decks, but at the moment it's shockingly expensive. So we'll do without until we can afford it. So your first, we'll do this one first. We'll do the Queen of the Moon first. So the Queen of the Moon message for you, number one, is change. Oh, look at this is repeating. This is repeating that whole letting go, isn't it? Look, she's holding on for dear life. She wants to hold on to the egg, but the egg's hatched. She's just like, let go, you've hatched. You know, the storm is brewing. Be like the birds. They're just going with the breeze. Just letting, you know, letting that wind carry them wherever you wish to be carried. Changes in the air with the thunder moon. And look, the wind is so strong, it's ripping her clothes off. So she is literally feeling very vulnerable right now. So you ever had those dreams where you're naked? I had a dream a few weeks ago where I actually walked into a shop and I had like no top on. Why do we dream these dreams? They're crazy, aren't they? And that's always the meaning of vulnerability, isn't it? Of like that shame of like, oh no, people have seen me without my clothes on. Why would I go into the Kingsgate Centre in Huddersfield with no clothes on my top half? Why would I do that? Why would I walk out of the car park and go into River Island with no clothes on? It's just crazy. Have you ever tell me about your dreams where you've been naked. Tell me it's not just me who dreams. It's been a long time since I've had one of those dreams, but anyway. So yeah, it's that feeling of, you know, like, I'm vulnerable, I don't want to let go. This can also be, you know, like where we've given birth to something, we have to let it out into the world. It's part of the world now. It's not that little idea that was incubating away inside of you when you're holding with glee onto it. It's like, no, it's time for it to come out. There's a revolution happening. The storm is brewing because it wants you to become. And look, we've got 35, and we had 35 followers when I was 35 viewers when I was saying that. Maritia, are you from Huddersfield? Well, I'm not from Huddersfield, but I live in Huddersfield. Do you live in Huddersfield, or are you from Huddersfield? Do you have Huddersfield connections? I need to know. Yes, so I currently reside in Huddersfield, near Holmfirth. So yes, what are you wanting to hold on to that you need to let go of? Just do it. There's a double message for you this week about that. Julie's saying, so I could buy a whole new outfit or maybe redesign your look. But I could have put a top on though, couldn't I? So your other message is the crown chakra here. It's your second message from my little deck of angels and chakras, and it says, I'm divinely guided. I go beyond my limiting beliefs. I'm filled with light and love. I'm letting go of attachments. Oh, triple message. Triple message. I'm at peace and all is well. Oh, yes. Now, if you don't need to let go of something, I don't know who does, who doesn't. It says, what new experiences can help nourish your mind, body and soul? What limiting beliefs would you like to rise above? What egg do you need to let go of? This is you leaving your current job, Sarah. Yes. Need to go, need to let go, need to hook up with Archangel Azrael. He'll show you how to do it. Marisia is saying you were born in Huddersfield, you left when you got married and you moved to Wigan in 1976. And I know Wigan very well, Wigan Pier. I used to have a member of my team who lived in Wigan. We were always meeting up at her house many years ago. Magdalene's got lots of family, and Jill went to university in Huddersfield and loved it. Well, the nightlife is not as good as some university towns, unfortunately, but it's a nice place. Yeah, it's a good place to be. I like it. Kathleen Gilleran and Travan Johnson and Janine Kirk. Good morning to you. Susie Stillwell, good morning. And Anna Medic and Mary Hehalatu. Is that how you pronounce your name? I love Rhoda Nebel is watching. Bernie Duffy's here as well. Linda Wallace is here, and Debs has sent me some stars, so I very much appreciate that. Good morning, Jennifer Richmond as well. Richmond is also a really lovely town. So if you chose number 2, your message is all about beauty. And can you see her face is actually made up of flowers and butterflies and plants, leaves. So it's like, you know, pure beauty, natural beauty. I love how her mouth is this amazing flower. This is very clever, this card. But we have lots of butterflies. So it's transforming. And it's about being able to see the beauty within you. And that pure beauty, that natural beauty that you have is everything. You know, sometimes we forget things, don't we? We forget the things we've achieved. We forget our wonderful attributes and how much we have that other people see within us, but we just take that for granted, don't we? So it's really important for you to look in the mirror and see yourself differently. There is a transformation coming along with that, where you're accessing your spiritual gifts, where you are starting to realize it's like a revolution within you that actually, you know, if I'm not happy with myself, there are things I can do about it. So if I'm not happy with the way I look, I can always put some makeup on. In my case, I can put some clothes on. If I don't like the job that I'm doing, I can, you know, there's the big resignation at the moment, isn't there? Lots of people are leaving their jobs because they're just going, you know, this pandemic and all these things that have gone on in the world are making me realise and wake up to the fact that my life's too short and it's too short to spend it doing things that I don't love doing. So I'm seeing my true beauty and my place in the world. I feel it's like you're really looking at your reflection. And Madeleine's saying, wow, that was the first word you found on the word search yesterday. Amazing. Good morning, Sheila Hamilton. How are you doing, my love? And Michelle Singh. I hope you're doing well. So your second message is angel wisdom from the little deck of angels and chakras, and it says positive thinking creates a doorway through which angels love to walk. They do, because when we're positive, when we see ourselves on a soul level, or like dig deep beneath the surface of things, we're vibrating higher and we can connect more readily to angelic energy because it's so high vibrational. That's why it's really good to work with crystals, to have crystals around you, because they lend their energy. They help to raise the vibration in the room, in our body, in our auric field, in our energy centers. And then we can connect with our angels more easily. And it's saying, how are your current struggles or obstacles helping you to learn and grow? Because sometimes a catastrophe or something that we perceive as very bad happens and it wakes us up to what's really important. It gives us the true profound wisdom, the deep inner knowing. Whereas we can just float through life, and if everything's easy and it's just going sweetly, we don't tend to want to disrupt the status quo. We don't tend to want to move ourselves towards doing something that stretches us, that increases our personal development, our spiritual growth. It is the change, it's the revolution that really helps us to step into our power, doesn't it? So 2 is resonating for you, Colleen. I think there's a lot of change coming up for all of us, but in different ways, isn't it? So you were Travon, you were given 5 different crystals. Amazing. Which ones? Do you know? Good morning, Laura May and Lisa Clark and Mark Chandler and Lynette Carter. How are you doing? Thank you for joining me. So our third message is, the first message we have here is, the number 24. And this is protection. So there's a couple of nest, bird, egg symbolisms going on today. So there she is. Do you know, it's really funny because before I went live, I thought I'm going to choose number 3. And there she is naked. So isn't it funny? I should tell you about having a dream about being naked. And that's that protection, isn't it? That's that protective mechanism. Wanting to stay in the nest, wanting to keep everything the same. not wanting to venture out, but this bird has decided to collect this nest, put it around its neck and fly off with it. So she's sleeping there thinking, oh, I'm safe, I'm secure, I'm just staying where I am. And this bird is going, nope, you're coming with me because you've got a bigger role to play, because there's greater harmony, there's greater balance, there's greater opportunity where I'm taking you. Okay, so we're going. And just let's enjoy the journey. And she's like, no. She's all curled up in the fetus position. This could be connecting with your inner child and doing a bit of inner child healing this week. But it could also be, you know, that you are safe. You're not as vulnerable as you think you are. And the universe wants to transport you somewhere different. You might not want to go. There is a resistance, isn't there? This week I'm feeling a resistance. I'm feeling this sense of this change brewing. We don't want it. We're fighting it because we're scared. But you're protected. This messenger is saying, bringing you a message. You might not like the message, but it's going to be so hopeful and so powerful. It's going to be transformative, right? And then your... So we had beauty earlier. Your message from Archangel Jophiel, from the Angels and Chakras deck, is beauty. You are imperfect, permanently and inevitably flawed, and you are beautiful, says Amy Bloom. You are. No need to be hiding yourself. This is about just revealing to the world all that you are, and they ain't gonna hate on you. And it says, where is the true beauty within you and your life right now? Where is it? Where can that be found? Put the rose-tinted glasses on. Don't take them off. Put them on. We've got to see the world in a different way. See the beauty in being transported to somewhere different that is going to enable you to experience the harmony that you think you have where you are right now, but you don't have it. You don't have a patch on it. True beauty is to be found from discovery, from discovering new horizons, from accepting the changes that the universe wants to bring your way. So it looks like we're all going through a bit of change right now, doesn't it? So thank you, everyone. And thank you to everyone who has pre-ordered my little deck of spirit animals. I hope you enjoyed the spirit animal message this morning, and I'm going to be doing those as a card of the day all week. So do drop your comments in, let me know how the spirit animals resonate with you. And you can also order the deck on my online shop. I'm just going to go and grab a link to that 1 second. I also have a spirit animal reading. It's a special limited edition spirit animal reading to celebrate the launch of the deck and pre-orders. So there's one of those left, I think. So if you quickly can grab that, the link is there for you. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for the stars. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for your company this morning. To everyone who's having a bank holiday today, I hope you enjoy yourselves. I hope you take some time out. Laurie, we will officially adopt you into England, and you can have bank holiday with us. And take care, everyone. Sending you lots and lots of love, and wishing you a wonderful week.